Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. A year ago, I started my YouTube career with a video about the 9/11 Memorial Run For Richie ride in New York City. I went back this year, had a great time, got some great shots of the block party afterwards at Indian Larry's. Come on, take a look. All right, it's about time to go, or it looks like folks are getting ready to go. If you can see that mass of bikes out there, maybe that's a better shot right there. They're playing Amazing Grace right now, and I'm heading back to my bike. But we're about ready to go. The 24th annual 9/11 Memorial Run For Richie parade in New York City. Let's go. My home sweet home. That's a police officer nailing God Bless America on quite a few bars. We just finished up all the speakers, and it's about 13 minutes from kickstands up. The ride kicks off as it does every year in Corona Park in Queens. I try to get there early. I like to go around looking at all the bikes, and of course I try to get as much video as I can of the various bikes. Most of them are cruisers and baggers, but as you can see, there are a few adventure bikes and quite a number of sport bikes as well. That's one of the most fun parts of the ride for me, is just being able to take a look at all the bikes. Then we get ourselves together and line up. Here's a big higher shot of the number of rows of bikes, and there's me just about getting ready to go. This year, the ride took off, but did not go by the Unisphere as we had hoped, as I had hoped anyway. It's a nice shot to get it by there. We do go through the tunnels, and when you go through the tunnels, everybody's rev bombing, and the cops go by, and it's quite a lot of noise. But then, this really is the highlight of the ride for me. Down 42nd Street, the bright lights of New York City. I wasn't going to include this shot here, but I thought, why not? We get some people. Not everybody loves us there. Once we stop, we get mobbed by people coming through. But what I thought was interesting, and I didn't want to be redundant about bringing this shot from 42nd Street down the way, but I thought not only is it more fun and interesting, and you can really see the folks clamoring to get views of us. It's like being the star of a show. But I wanted you to watch this guy in front of me. I'm thinking, what is he doing here? Just take a look at him. And I don't know if he's trying to be the pedestrian police or if he's got an attitude, but look at this. Meow. You know, very, very aggressively rides at those people walking across the street. I thought that was kind of odd. Of course, there's the guy on the sport bike next to me, rev bombing. If you're caught next to the wrong person on one of these rides who just wants to incessantly rev bomb the whole time, you're gonna have a time of it. That much I can tell you. When we finally get over to Brooklyn, it's kind of a chore to find a place to park. The folks who don't go on the ride seem to have the place all cornered to themselves, and many of us end up parked on the street. I went a little overly slow there and had to correct myself. I parked my bike, took my obligatory selfie that I send home to folks at home, so they know I'm safe and the ride is over. There you go. And then it's back towards the block party. I send my video home, and then I'm taking a walk to check out the block party. Stand too close, you get hit by flying rubber. It's true. I did many times. Let's take a walk down the way. Of course, as you walk down the way, there is always one. There's always one who's got to be part of your video.
But notice there's a lot of those left.
Whatever he said.
Right? Whatever he said.
Whatever he said.
Whatever I said.
Indian Larry. This is it.
It just so happens I saw this orange bike in a YouTube short on a lift at somebody's shop. It was pretty wild to see it there. So I said, I have that bike on my video.
I am currently inside Indian Larry's, which is like it's like a brand. And Indian Larry is the brand, and they sell all kinds of shirts and stuff. And they've got his iconic bikes in the corner and outside as well. This is a look outside what this block party is like. Again, I ended up with bad directions. Somehow, I don't know, I click on the directions and they take me somewhere different. So this morning I had a few dilemmas. I went to two different wrong places, ended up having to get gas because I wasn't sure if I'd have enough to get here. By all means, I didn't. And then, of course, my GoPro on the top of my helmet didn't work. And I thought for sure my Bike Mini automatically connected to my DJI Osmo Action 5, and it did not. So I have no narration of the ride itself, but that's okay. I'll be able to talk over that, I hope, with either this particular voiceover that I'm doing right now or one I'll do in the studio, which if last year's any indication, and the ones that I did earlier in the channel's history, I'm much better off here on my own off the cuff than I am in the studio. If you want to take a look at last year's video, you can watch that right here. You can rate the improvement down in the comments. If you've gotten this far, please hit like and subscribe. And did you take part in the 9/11 Memorial Ride this year? Maybe you were here in New York City. Maybe you were where you were. Let me know in the comments. Hey folks, it's time to wrap up the time in Brooklyn. It was a beautiful ride today, but the block party is for, it's not quite the most enjoyable part for me, but it's fun to look around and see the various vendors and talk to some people here and again. That's the Freedom Tower right behind me, right there in the middle between these trees, and it's a fitting way to end this. I won't have a camera on the way back. There just doesn't seem to be a whole lot of point other than perhaps to monitor safety and such like that. So if you've gotten this far, hit like and subscribe. Until next time, this is the Two Wheel Boomer. Peace.